So what we got to do today is a few things to this machine. What we're going to do is check the chain case drive oil, open up this and see how full they are on both sides. There's one there and one on the other side. And if we have to drain some, underneath the belly of it is a drain plug. And then we'll grab it on the other side too. Then the other thing we got to do is grease all the pins on this bad boy. So there's a few pins, for example, like this little pin here. We got to grease that guy. So let's see how much and how overfilled this is. If it's completely filled to the right level, I should be able to see the oil inside this hole. So I put my finger in there. I actually can't feel nothing. There's literally nothing there that I can see or feel. So this drive on this side is actually low on oil. So what we're going to want to do is add some to it to get it to the level. So I'll stick that guy back in there. Let's make sure I get that on camera. There we go. Close that up. Okay, let's check the other side. Now it makes me worried. You know, the problem I thought was something, but it's something else now. Let's see if this one's dry as well. Completely dry. So I've been driving this thing around with low oil in it. That ain't fun. That ain't fun at all, Carter. So I actually might have to fire this bad boy up and take it off the trailer. Take this pin. Also, this pin, I don't like this one. I want to put it to another pin. Nope. Yeah, pinch it. There you go. Pull it off. Let it slam. It's okay. Let it slam. Okay, so I'm gonna hop up there. I'm gonna bring it down. Let's get to it. I gotta slide this red bar all the way down here. So if this hydraulic ever fails and the line leaks, the boom is never just gonna crush somebody if they're under it, right? Because it could be dangerous. I'll show you how easy it is. Come up here, you take this little pin out, let it slide down, put the pin back in. Just like that. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lower it so that this red bar is resting on the piston there. So you're gonna watch me hold it there and watch me lower it. There, just like that. So now we're safe. This isn't gonna do anything. Now the big question is this whole thing gonna be able to tilt forward, or is it gonna hit up here when we do it? I don't know either. See how this thing's built like a tank? Normally you don't want to crawl in the hood of a vehicle or anything, but this thing's so damn solid that you can stand on it. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. So I find the right bolt, size it up. I don't know which one it is. It looks like it's a 25, 24 maybe. That'll do. Stick my gun on it. Break it loose. So I'm gonna put these bolts exactly where I need it. Take that off too. Take this other one off over here. Put this bolt right where I need it. Take that off. Now it's ready to be tilted. You ready for this, Carter? Now this whole cab should be able to tilt and slide forward. Come around here, I'll show you how to do it. I might need your weight with it too. We'll see if we're able to do it. So you know, I just gotta grab a piece of it. I usually go from up here and tilt it. How are we gonna be able to tilt it? I need some good old fashioned strength. You can see how tough it is. I'm gonna try to lift it from the top over here. Okay, try to pull forward and I'm gonna lift it with you. Is it gonna hit anything or are we okay? Do you think it's gonna hit? Are we hitting?
No, not yet.
What's it stopped on then?
It's not stopped. I think that's all as far as it goes.
For real?
Yep.
Okay. We're actually not hitting, hey? Oh yeah, the angle is so tight up there. Take a look at that angle. Anyways, the other safety, to make sure that this doesn't fall back on us, see this little red bar down here? When you lift it, this thing falls down there, and now it can't fall back down, so it'll stay up like that, and that's your safety precaution. So inside here, we can see exactly what's going on with my one joystick. So what side did I say was lagging?
The left side.
The right side.
Okay.
So when I pull this stick, you can see that it's activating this pump here, but for whatever reason, it's not pulling it all the way forward. You see what I mean? So this is what forward looks like. I push it forward, and it's not going to that limit there. This is what it should do. It should be going right to there, but it's not. It's stopping somehow right there. And this whole thing feels loose. And I've got to wonder why it's so loose. What is going on with this bar that makes it like this? And if I look down there, I'm actually missing a bolt that keeps this thing stationary. It's tough to see, but I'll show you the nut and bolt I'm missing down there. Let's get it at a weird angle. Let's see if we can catch that. Is that right there? There should be a nut through right there, but you're not able to see it. It's all loose. So I think what I got to do now is, let's see if I can do it. Let's see if, oh. It's kind of warm down here, which is nice because the engine was running for a little bit. Oh man, how do I get it? Oh, it's kind of like, I gotta figure out how I'm actually gonna get down there, Carter. You know what, I'm gonna go turn off that truck in the background, okay? This plank.
See, so...
Because it's not really attached to anything, it's just a protector for the linkages.
Okay, yeah, I see it. You pull on that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I moved it. Oh, right here. Ow.
I know you're on the corner there. I just reopened a cut of mine. It's painful.
Got it, right there.
Yeah, that's it. So it's actually much shorter than I expected, but also we need the nut and the washer to go with it.
So, okay. So.
I have new ones I can put on there if you can't reach them. I can see the nut.
Yeah. Is the metal part right there, right under this thing, the nut? Or is that the washer?
That's the washer.
Where's the nut?
I don't know. I can't see it. There's another washer, it looks like in the distance there, but
Yeah, I think I see that
I
too.
think I can get this washer though. I'm gonna try to put my arm in and grab it. Yeah, I'm on the ground.
Okay.
I got it. Except it's weird, once you get down there, you can't pull yourself out. It kind of hurts. So that's actually a very thin washer if you feel that. It's not as thick as I expected. Now looking further down there, where is the nut? Because, you know, nothing leaves this. It all stays down here. Makes me wonder. But based on that, what we can do is go into the garage and...
Is this stuff just like pure oil, or what is it, dirt or oil?
It's mostly oil. It's old, crustified oil. So I'm going to go into the garage and try to size up a nut. But what I want to do is You can see how loose this is, and how that thing is supposed to go through and through there.
Yep.
So really it has to go, can you give it a wiggle a little bit? Wiggle that bar around. Yep, up and down a little bit, left and right. Kind of gentle though, because I'm trying to feed it through a hole. So go back, forward, like all the way around everywhere. But gentle, give it some light wiggles all the way around.
Okay.
More play, more play. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Ooh. I can't seem to get it quite in there. Oh, hang on a sec. It's actually really really taut. I can't believe how come on, get in there.
How does this thing come back down? You just pull on it?
Yeah, it just slides back down. But when we lift it, we got to make sure that we lift this safety, and it's got to be lifted all the way up, like that, before it can slide down. Okay, I'm gonna go into the garage, get a washer for this, get another nut. Snow.
Is it? No, is that?
Snow.
Looks like smoke hail.
So I kind of have this in here, but I need to put the skinny side on like this so I can actually give it some rotations. I can't believe how hard it is to thread it in that hole. I must have done a number of damage to it. It doesn't want to thread. Can you give it a wiggle? The whole stick? I need two hands
back
down.
and forth or?
Yeah, back, forth, left, right. I'll tell you when to kind of stop. Okay, kind of stop there. You know what? I don't think there actually is. I'm thinking the reason it didn't go through, Carter, is it actually threads into the hole itself. It doesn't have a nut on the other side, which is kind of nice.
But wouldn't the nut help it support it or something?
No, it's supporting it all right. Yeah, it's going in all right. I just got to make sure I give that actual... It's just crazy that can come loose.
Make sure it's nice and stiff so it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the other side and tighten that one up too. And then we're going to check the movement to see if it goes limit to limit.
Alright, cool.
It's a good thing I got the exact right Allen key. There's so many times you get an Allen key that's close, but if it's not exactly right, all you're doing is stripping it if you're trying to put some pressure on it. So to actually get the exact right one that fits very snug is ideal. The ideal sitch. Give it a little more turn. Okay, she's in there now. And let's see, so if I go forward now, I'm going to my limit. I can see it and feel it going to the limit.
Is that nice?
Yep, so I'll show you what I mean by up there. So if you take a look at my link for my drives, all the way to the limit, and then if I go backwards with it, it's going all the way to that limit. So if I grab the other one, I go all the way forward with it, it's going right to the limit. If I pull it all the way back, it's going right to that limit. So we know it's low because we couldn't even touch it and feel it, right? So the question is, are we gonna even be able to see it? Like, is anything gonna come out once I open up this can of worms?
Oh, I see that silicone on it.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of silicone that obviously. What the? That one's a little stripped. All of these are coming out a little funny. So the fact that these holes aren't even leaking oil tells me just how low that oil is. You know, not even oil is coming out of there. That's pretty crazy. I don't even want to speculate because it just makes me feel bad for the poor machine. Remember how I was telling you how it was probably over flooded?
Yeah.
Because I know in the past water migrates its way into this.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's really glued on there good, which is awesome because it has a good seal then.
I think I could see it coming out.
You can come in closer and get a nice good angle for it if you want.
Oh.
Do you see it making progress or not really?
I think so. Oh, it's coming loose a lot.
Yeah, so take this. You could really hear the sound of the seal really coming off. Hear that sound? That's the sticky seal. So it sounds like the seal's done a good job. So I'm gonna give you that back. You could really hear it. There you go, flex it nice and hard. Keep going down piece by piece.
Oh, I see the inside. Oh, yeah, I see no grease.
Okay, so you can see what it's sitting on. So remember what I told you about the consistency? You can see that this consistency here is like milk. So there's actually something in it, right? It's not completely dry. And the reason you know it's not completely dry is my chain is completely greased still. Like it's sitting in a pool of grease. It's not quite as filled as it would like to be. It wants to be filled right up to that brim. But there's actually something in it. So it's not terrible. But this milk tells me that there's water mixed in with this oil and lots of it. But it's still obviously got very good lubricating properties. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this back up.
And then start filling it?
And then start filling it again. But overall in there, it's not terrible. I'm content with the overall condition of it.
Yummy milk.
But isn't that some intense chains? So when I push my drive motor forward,
Tank chains.
yeah, you can see, and actually you could adjust the tension in there too if there's a lot of slack. Like this one here, seems to have like good amount of movement there. If I wiggle this chain here too, it seems to have a good amount of movement. But it's decent. It does its job pretty well.
Should you add a little bit more than like normal silicone?
Why?
I don't know. It might just not be as strong.
So I want to make sure that the bottom part is actually the part that has lots on it. I don't think it does expire actually. It gets old and crunchy if you... So close it on up, make sure I get my bolts in right.
Should you hammer it a little bit, maybe?
No, you don't, not necessary. Oh. See, that's what I don't like, when it comes away once it's on there. So I'm going to take the gun. The socket's not on there. Oh crap. Yeah, hold it on there. I'm going to just give these a little snug. Nothing in crazy tight, but just snug, okay? Okay, you shouldn't have to hold it now. That one can't fit because of the tire. I have to do that one manual. I gotta go manual mode on those bitches. Pretty good. That one's on there pretty good. I like doing these by hand so I know just how tight I'm doing them.
That one is a really, yeah.
There we go. Okay, so that side's good. Well, what we could do is stick this little gaffer down there. And I can show this angle right there. Okay, let's open up this to fill oil into it.
Very cool, Kanye.
Okay, so I'm going to take this guy, go onto here. And what we're going to do is we're going to pump a good amount of oil in there. Well, how am I going to do this? Okay, so can you hold this like this? Keep a little pressure on it, like upwards, so I have a little lift. It's okay to flex it. Give it some pressure. A little bit, not crazy amount. Okay, ready? I'm going to try to pour without getting it on your nice jacket.
You get on my hands, I just don't care about, I'm not on my jacket.
Okay, gotcha, fam.
So once you see some oil starting to come out, that's when you're gonna stop.
I don't even think that's nearly enough, is it? Okay, hold it up, good. Here we go. Nice and easy. Oh, I'm going a little frivolous. Why is it taking it so slow?
What's that noise?
It's a dripping. You can't see it, but it's dripping down. I overfilled it. Carter, you can't just litter with oil on the ground, you filthy animal. Okay, let's put my finger in there and see what I can feel. A little bit of oil, we're good.
I don't think it's on the GoPro, it's by the GoPro though.
Okay, so I'm gonna take this, we're gonna go to the other side. Do you think it's necessary for me to open the other side, or should we just add? See that little edge? We just rest it over there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop up there and pull it down. I could also push it down. If you want to get it from that angle, I'll give it a little lift. I should have the strength to lower it. Ready?
Yep. Whoa.
Make sure my wires don't get pinched or anything in there. So right now, the safety to be able to lower my boom, it's pretty tight here. I'm not able to move that because it's resting on there.
Yep.
So what I got to do is actually have to raise the boom up, and then it'll free the tension from this edge here, and then I'm able to swing it back up, and then once it's locked away, I can lower the boom properly.
All right.
Cool. So I'm gonna fire it up.
Oh, yeah, that's
Through the hole here. We'll give it a little lift. Wiggle it. No, it's not working, Carter, because of this. Here, I'll show you what you're doing wrong. Yeah, there you go. You have to get this thing swung out of the way. It ain't coming down. So now I'm able to lower the boom, and then we're going to grease all the fittings. Sounds good? Yeah. Look at this weird angle I got there. Grease them.
Oh.
So find all the fittings. I'll give you a clue. There's one right here. I'm gonna give that one a little grease. If you want to go up close and show it. I can't even see for myself, sir. Ready? Let's just stick it on there. That's it. Found one. I'm not really on that fitting. It's missing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There'll be one on each side. Well, for this machine, but there's cases where it's odd number. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, go ahead, 10 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19. I can see the grease seeping. Right there. That's pretty good. Amount of grease in there.